me about that dive off the 10, or wasn't a dive,
jump.
The jump. Yeah. You and Brian, you were supposed, A, to be in your Speedos, and B, you were supposed to dive.
Well, look how high. Hey, that's a beautiful Tin Soldier by Brian Taylor. You got no idea from here how high, and stupid Shane Crawford doing... There wouldn't be a lot of points on the dismount there, or the water.
It's not, surely, it's not.
Mate, you got no idea how high it is.
It's not that high, Bill.
Bill, I have been harangued out in the public arena over the week about that ridiculous, pathetic, lily-livered, insipid performance by you and the other dirigible. I've had to fend it off. I'm going out there from now, Gary. I'm going to walk off now, and I'm going down there and I'm going to dive off the thing.
Have you been out to MSAC? Have you been there? Have you seen how high it is, Sam?
I'm going there now, Bill.
No, well, I'm telling you, you won't, because you sit here in your puffy little tracksuit. Mate, look how high it is. That is bloody high, and especially you, being a bit older and silly and all that plastic on your face. Mate, if you jump off there, there'll be complications.
Mind you, Gary, Sam is right, Bill. It was a bit pathetic. We were hoping something a bit more like this.
There are a lot of reasons why we'd like you to do it, because we reckon it'd be funny. But there are plenty, Jim, why you shouldn't. This is very, very serious.
We're not going to allow you to do it, Sam. And the reasons are these. This is Sam's injury list, ladies and gentlemen. This is within the last 12 months. You've had both shoulders reconstructed.
I'm only doing it for the team, Jimmy.
Don't interrupt me. You've had both shoulders reconstructed. You've had an arthroscope on your knee. You've had a pin taken out of your ankle. Then you had 2 more pins put in when you dropped a weight on it the same day. You've had your prostate removed. You've had a hernia operation. Then the hernia entry spot became infected, and you're going to have to go back in there at the end of next week and have it redone. And you've had a colonoscopy.
That is true, but I'm doing this for you. Well, you, Gary, we are meant to be big, strong footballers, and you've got that sort of effort over there. I'm going to leave now, and do you think I'm not going to do this? And I'm glad you put me up to it, because I've made some arrangements.
Don't do it.
I've made some arrangements. Will I...
You hurt yourself.
I'll call him in. Shane, are you there?
Sammy boy!
Right. If you got the pool in readiness, Shane, is everything looking good?
Oh, it's not looking too good. It's looking a little bit high.
Walk over to the edge, Shane. Just give the folk an idea of what I'm going to do.
Now, you're going to jump. See, all the way down there?
And a dive, Shane. Dive.
One little problem. It looks a little bit higher than last week, Sam. But you'll be okay. It's all happening at the Melbourne Sports and Aquatic Centre. You may be old, but we're right behind you. You're going to be diving and probably dying.
Shane?
And we can't wait. That's what we're talking about.
Shane Crawford.
Tune here, right now.
Can you get the cameraman just to take a shot for us over the edge as to what Sam will be confronted with? Just go over. Yep.
Right, no,
you don't. Look.
See how the pool goes down?
Samuel, you're going to dive.
I'm going for gold for us. I'm going for gold, and I'm going to go now, Gary, and I'm going to dive off there.
You're going to jump.
I'm going to dive.
You're going to dive.
Don't dive.
And I won't have that silly... You look like a big drop of sperm when those bloody... I'll be in the budgie, smugglers, gather!
Before you go, Trip.
No, look, he'll be all right. I've seen him do a triple somersault. It was just after the car hit him.
I wouldn't recommend...
Dusted off an old pair of Geelong tracky pants.
What are you doing?
No, you go. I'm back on. Billy sack up very shortly.
I'll be doing the letters from the high board. You're illiterate, Bill. I've split the book. Go back and sit over there. I'll do the letters. The next time I speak to you, it'll be on the board there, and I'll be doing the letters from there, and see if you can hold the fort.
We want to say, with all sincerity, we take no responsibility. He's going to go to the 10-metre high tower and dive off, not jump. Dive. He's 63, barely alive, and we've got Brendan, I know you've not been privy to this, and this is deadly serious. We have spent the best part of a week telling him he's not doing it. Not only us, but
higher people.
But he is going to do it, and I hope he makes it.
Can we just put on the record that, like, we got nothing to do with it?
Exactly, nothing.
No, because if he dives, honestly, he could hurt himself.
Oh, really?
Thanks for the news flash, Bill.
I've done a lot of stupid things, but I wouldn't do that. There's absolutely no way I'd jump off there. He'd kill himself. He'll break his back.
Hopefully not.
Just build it up a little more, Trev.
No, exactly. Well, no, we hope he doesn't kill himself. We were saving that for the request show.
All right, we're going to do that, and
we got the ambulance and all that out there.
Everything's out there. It's all sorted. It's under control.
I thought you had some control over him, Gary. Clearly not. We are going to move on, ladies and gentlemen, to the very first game. Crawford. Shane, out at MSAC, what's going on?
Not much is happening, James. Thanks for that. As I look around, there's a few people wandering in. I don't know how, because the place is locked. But actually, as we look over there, the doctor is arriving right now.
No speed, no expense.
There he is, and as you can see, the doctor, he's in a bit of a hurry. Yep, doctor, over here. Come on, doc. Hurry up. Hurry up, come on. And away he goes. Yes, so the doc's here. We are ready to go. I've had a look around, and oh, there's Sam Newman. Actually, he's here. He's arrived. Sam, hello.
He has arrived.
Give us a wave. So he's arrived and he's ready. Don't you worry about that. So stay tuned, because you're going to watch Sam Newman die live on TV tonight. That's what we're talking about.
Thank you very much, Shane. He has arrived, Samuel. He's down at MSAC, and he'll very shortly make the long climb up there to the 10-metre tower.
What are those people behind doing?
I think they've got a sniff of blood in there. And he's starting to worry. Don't you worry. A very nervous Sam Newman is. We're going to push on, because we want to get to this very quickly. Billy, next about to jump into water. They reckon it's like hitting concrete. That's what they tell me. He's there preparing with Shane Crawford. This is a very nervous time in the history of the Footy Show. Here he is, Shane Crawford with Sam Newman. What's happening, boys?
Well, thank you very much, Gary, hairy eyebrow lion. As you can see, he's strapped up. He's got his band-aids on. The doc said, make sure you strap it up right. And he has done that. It is all about to happen. The moment of truth for Samuel Newman. He's about to jump off the 10-metre platform. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, we're not.
Shane.
No.
Now, you just be very careful, Shane. I want you to apologise for every stupid thing you've ever done or said to me right now, or off we go together.
You're the best. I'm very sorry. You got a key?
What about when you pull my pants down?
Very sorry.
And am I a great man?
He's a very, very...
You look up to me, Shane.
Oh, I always do. Have a look how tall I am.
Will I dive with him on...
No, you won't. Surely not as a key.
Because Hawthorne will never speak to us again. Get the key off,
please.
There we go. I tell you, and the good news is that Sam and Billy have qualified for the coxless pairs.
Righto, Shane, can you just ask him, with all seriousness, ask him how he's feeling at the moment, please.
Samuel, how are you feeling at the moment?
Gary, I tell you this now, I've jumped off the Victoria Falls Bridge in the Zimbabwe River, Zimbabwe, what is it called? The Zimbabwe River, what it's called? 300 feet bungee jumped. I've dived out of a plane. This is the most frightening thing I'm ever about to do. I can tell you that, and I know you don't believe me, but I reckon you could drive a knitting needle up my backside with a jackhammer.
Shane, what is Arthur doing, by the way?
He's trying to get these
he's got it off. Shane, can you ask Sam whether
Gaz!
The chief's here.
No.
The chief.
He thought if I'm going to die, he wants to witness it personally.
He's going to be, the chief's going to give you a score out of 10. Sam. Righto.
He's obviously going for the tuck. Going for the tuck there.
All right, get out of the road, Shane.
Well, no, quite seriously, this could be fatal, and we're hoping.
This is a very... It's just
Sam, can I just say something? Make sure you dive out, not down.
No, just wait.
Just wait.
No,
No, you're right.
Tell him on the dive.
Have a look at the patriotic lolly bags he's got on.
I'm going to do it.
You've got to jump straight out. I'm just trying to help you out, you old man.
Oh, no. Outstanding. Oh, we need to have another look. Oh, look at him, he's recovering. Gary, I think we need to have another look.
And let's have a look at it. It was a very ordinary dive, I thought. Look, there he goes. Look.
It wasn't your rip entry,
I tell you what.
What a legs, balls.
Now, while he makes his way over, Trev.
The best thing for Sam is that he can stay in the water for hours, skin never goes wrinkly.
man.
Here he
Sam,
comes.
how are you feeling? Was it a good entry? Were you happy with your entry?
Yeah, I was pretty happy. I thought I could have done better, but if you could just get me agates back into actually preps down below me hips, I reckon I could be right, Shane.
No chance of doing it again?
Not even if I thought I'd get you to play forward, I couldn't do. That's the most frightening thing I've ever done, Gary.
We want I'm not sure if we've got a monitor down there. I'm pretty sure we have. We want you to see it for the first time. We've had a couple of looks at it. It wasn't a great dive, but the courage was extraordinary. So here we go. This is it. Sam Newman, 10 metre high tower. Talk us through it.
That belly flop going all over it.
Yeah, no, it did hurt. I'll tell you that.
It was a very, very good effort. Now we're going to go quickly for the score from the chief.
Yep.
Oh! You okay?
Oh, Shane.
No, I won't pull your pants off,
You
Sam.
pull the pants off.
No, is he all right, Arthur?
No.
All okay.
Give us some pethidine or some drugs.
Well, there we have it. There we have it, Gary. He's done it. The old man, he's alive, and he's a star. Congratulations, Sam Newman. 10 out of 10.
Send him back to us, Shane. We want to have a chat with him. Ladies and gentlemen, that is an amazing effort, I can tell you.
Okay. We thank everyone down at MSAC for giving us a very, very nice production down there. And
Now, Bill, what did you think?
No, I was a bit... Honest to God, I was a bit worried while he was doing it because it's a long, long way up, and I don't know about diving. And that was a good effort. It wasn't a bad dive, and good on him. It was fantastic. So
it had a bit of a belly flop look about it for a while there, Bill, and
mate,
eventually he sort of got...
Let me tell you, from about here, including his little prunes, everything else, we would have got a nice little whack there. Don't worry. If they would have hurt him, they would have hurt him.
The best thing was he jumped up, so it was higher than 10. These boys just pinned off.
Yeah,
they actually got a bit of height off
there. They were ordinary.
Oh,
mate,
that was amazing.
Make you feel...
I'd like to see you down there, old hairy canary, get down there.
We must alert you all to the fact that Sam is on his way back, so he'll be back here shortly. We're going to be back very shortly with a version of Street Talk from the streets of Greensboro. That's coming up next.
He's back, ladies and gentlemen. This is... no introduction needed. He's making his way on.
I must thank the chief. He drove down specially and gave me the gold.
Hey, that was courageous. It was not a very good dive.
No, it wasn't a very good day.
No, but it was courageous.
You wobbled a bit.
Now, look, so I haven't climbed Mount Everest, and there's 14-year-old women are doing this at the Olympics as we speak. No, you've got to be 16, I think, to be in the Olympics.
Yeah.
So it's not very courageous, but anyone as a test of mind over matter should go and stand there and see if you can will yourself to do it. I don't know why I did it.
You had a
I'd
couple
never
of
do it again.
false starts, Sam.
Like a silly Shane's buzzing around the back of me like a blowfly.
Have you got any respect for Brian and I now?
I tell you, that's a very good question. I don't think I've ever had any less respect for two people in my life. You are the greatest. You would never do that, Bill?
No.
Yeah, anyhow.
Oh, it was a good effort.
Well, let's not make
Did you
it
hurt
more.
yourself? Because you would have.
I winded myself big time. I was actually going to try and float up face down and pretend I was dead. But I couldn't breathe.
Have you actually seen it yet or not?
Hey?
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
All right, let's have a look at this. Is our first angle we've got. Here he is. Just talk us through. How are you feeling here?
No, I wasn't feeling good about there.
Sam, you nearly did a belly flop.
Mate, I nearly cut myself. I winded myself, and I thought, actually, I'm going to drown.
Did you hit your head?
Hey?
Does your head hit the water?
Oh, no, my head didn't hit in the water, Gary, no. Of course my head hit the water.
Well,
I nearly
you know
fractured
what I
my
mean.
skull, that's how.
Well, were you nervous? Like,
I was as nervous as a cat in a room full of rocking chairs. I tell you what,
Long
that's what?
have a look at this,
tail
Ross.
cat.
Talk us. This is the never before seen footage. We've got the front on shot. We can see. Look at your face.
I know.
Samuel.
Yeah, no, I tell you what, I hate to be risque, but shits with trumps.
You know how hard it is, Sam. You actually got time to think about what you're doing as you fall, don't you?
Yeah, you do, Bill, yeah. Why are we making a big deal of this? You think I'd...
Well, we haven't sent you out there for nothing.
no, but it was the most frightening thing I've ever done.
What's the next thing you're going to do?
I'll probably just die, I reckon.
Squib it.
Just die, I reckon.
Are you seriously saying that is the most frightening thing
That
you've
is the
ever done?
most frightening thing I've ever done.
I've got something more frightening for you.
Yeah, what's her name?
Next next week on the Footy Show, I want you to overcome your ultimate fear. Next week.
Yeah.
What is his ultimate fear?
Snakes.
Snakes.
That would be the most frightening. Now, that, I just wouldn't do that,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't do that.
Well, Bill would.
Hey?
Bill would do that.
Who's up?
Let's go the whole hog. Let's get a snake with a piece of fruit in its mouth.
Driving a Japanese car.
All right, you could handle a snake now.
No, I couldn't
You
handle
could
a snake.
handle a snake.
No, I'm just telling you now, I wouldn't handle a snake. And if you bought one out, Gary, for the first time I'd take physical action.
I'm going to bring a snake out next week.
Oh, yeah, you were going to do a somersault down here.
When are we going to see that, Gary?
Yeah, I'm off the 15 metre.
Yeah. Well, mate, once you're 10 minutes, you may as well do 100 metres, doesn't matter.
I said cricket's in, Jim. I think we're getting the wind up. We're going to go to a break and wrap up the Footy Show after this.